It's time for cash tags, and for that we're going to bring in Andy Swan. He's a co-founder of LikeFolio.com, and it's Bank Plus Friday, Andy, and we're talking Amazon, one of the behemoths of the market. What are you guys seeing from LikeFolio on data?
Hey, happy Friday. Yeah, on Amazon, I'm starting to actually get a little concerned. We look at our purchase intent data for Amazon, which in LikeFolio terms means how many people are talking about actually buying products through Amazon or any of its brands. And you can see, just the kind of growth you would have expected for the first, from 2012 through 2018 on this chart. But we've seen a real slowdown recently. The slowdown in our purchase intent mentions did precede the fall in the stock, and we just haven't seen much in terms of a recovery, and it's starting to build a little bit of a theory here in our office and with the data that, finally the days of hyper growth for Amazon and the days of Amazon completely dominating every single online channel may be coming to a close. And part of the reason for that is, the acceleration of what's going on at Walmart and some other competitors that are finally discovering the ways to do this type of e-commerce at scale.
And the other thing, Andy, that seems to be, and if you listen to this show often, you've heard me say it on this show, is some of the only things that can stop some of these companies is the government, right? Regulation could hurt these companies, and that could be throwing a risk factor into some of these names.
Yeah, that's always a fear, but even outside of that, from our perspective, when we just look at just the consumer insights that we have of what's going on Main Street, we are just seeing more and more people talk about their online shopping experience at Walmart, Target, and some of these others, and, just less and less enthusiasm for buying from Amazon. So, you kind of start to wonder at some point, is a Prime membership really that important when other companies are offering free 2-day shipping? And so I think Amazon is faced with a tough challenge here. It's great to have a legacy of, millions of people paying you $100-something a year to be a Prime member, but at what point are you failing to deliver on the value of that? And I think that's something that we're going to see over the next couple of years with Amazon. Amazon's a great company. I'm not knocking Amazon on this clip, but I do think that the days of just automatic hyper growth and retail dominance are coming to a close.
Yeah, I like that point, Andy. The fact that Amazon's not cheapest anymore. You do have to pay that subscription on a yearly basis for Prime membership, and others are catching up. They offer 2 free-day delivery. They offer price matching a lot of times. And if you look at Walmart.com, their Jet.com, the pricing's a lot better on their on an overall basis. So I can see why maybe consumer purchase intent mentions are down a little bit. But for more on social media, let's bring in TD Ameritrade Network's own Jenny Horn. Good morning, Jenny. Happy Friday.
Good morning, guys.
You wore green. Happy.
I did. I thought that was our theme today.
It's forest green.
It's still green.
I wore plaid pants.
It seems
green.
like, yeah, you're in plaid, but no one else is in green.
Yeah.
I'm saving all my green clothes for the weekend.
That's fair.
Good job out of you.
To go.
Good job out of you. But what are you seeing on social media?
Actually, exactly what Andy just mentioned. I mean, people are not talking about signing up for Prime subscription memberships anymore. I think it's just because there are so many other subscription services out there, and now there's all these different delivery services for groceries and other things like that, and you have to pay an additional amount for your Amazon Fresh subscription. So it's kind of like, how do you compete in a space that is so saturated right now? And that is definitely reflected on social media. No one's really talking about Amazon the same way they were 6 months ago.
That's true.
I've said this before, and Andy, you and I have had this argument on the air before. Walmart, the name's not very sexy, but they are closing the gap between online sales and them and Amazon. I know You think Facebook and Amazon and all these great tech names, but it's Walmart that I think is really cutting into Amazon's market share.
Because Walmart's online presence is awesome. This 2-day shipping, again, you don't have to pay a membership fee, so I've purchased numerous.
And better on a lot of products.
Exactly. So our first tweet is from Aaron, who says, Amazon upgrade this morning as it's going for this breakout. So as you can see in their daily chart, I mean, they did get a little bit of momentum today with this key bank upgrade, but it still isn't moving the stock that much.
Yeah, Kevin and I just mentioned that.
0.8%. And it is as much bang for your buck as you thought it would get.
With the overall market up what it is right now, and the upgrade on top of that, and Amazon's still only up 0.8%. I mean, news like that a year ago, 9 months ago, 2 years ago, that would have sent the stock up probably 3-4%.
This is some serious consolidation we have going on
Yep.
Amazon's chart too right now. Look at the range it's been in
Yep.
since really early January. It's been in a tight range.
You know what? The one thing I will say, their AWS, which is now their high margin business, is still really doing well, and it's actually the leader in the space by a wide margin over Microsoft and Google Alphabet.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
True, and I
They
do
just may
still
not
order
be as
up.
crazy high as they've ever been, but they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we always focus on Amazon and the retail side of their business, but we all know in 10 years it's all going to be about AWS.
Right.
Yeah.
And I still do order loyally off Amazon, so I just order from everywhere.
Full
I guess.
disclosure, Jenny is all in.
Maybe you caused our Ulta short call vertical to get a little
Personally.
bit damaged today.
Maybe I'm just spending too much money. But
Yeah.
our next tweet is from Wells, who says, I hate Walmart and avoid them and Amazon like the plague. I try to buy local and don't mind paying a premium for a nicer place to shop. Walmart is gross and sticky. Maybe y'all's is nice. Different opinions. So, Andy, are you seeing this theme at all where people are going local instead of going to these behemoths?
No, I think they're going online instead of going in the behemoth. So I think that Wells' experience with, walking into Walmart stores is one that's kind of plagued them for a long time, but they're solving that through their online options very well. I think, what Kevin said earlier, with respect to Walmart, I do think I see some similarities between a Walmart potential comeback and what we saw out of Microsoft, because there was a long time when Microsoft was kind of the old news of the industry and very unsexy in terms of talking about them as a technology company, but their comeback was very real and they built off of a really good base. I could kind of see the same thing happening with Walmart from the retail perspective. Just kind of a beaten down, hated name, guys like Wells, always trashing it, but all of a sudden, and it'll seem like it came out of nowhere, I believe, that Walmart will be kind of the place that, again, people are shopping online by the droves. So pretty bullish on Walmart here. Amazon, look, it's one of the best companies in the world. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and I think Tom brings up a great point with the AWS. Server side of the business is phenomenal, but from the retail side, we do see signs of significant slowing.
Think about this. There used to be protein powder at Whole Foods that I used to buy, right? It's really, I think, the best protein powder. $40 for a jar of it.
Yeah.
I go to Walmart, $24 for the exact same jar.
You can't
on.
beat that. I know. How do you
cannot
argue
beat
with
that.
And
that?
that's what we mentioned that about pricing earlier, that Walmart actually, because of the scale Walmart has, the pricing power that they have is pretty
Absolutely.
significant on some items. You got to remember that.
And
hey,
I do the same thing where now I look on Amazon and I compare to Walmart, something I never would have done a year ago, which is just wild.
Yeah, and you
40%
guys-
lower. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, you guys will notice the one thing that we haven't talked about at all, we didn't even bring up Whole Foods. I mean, this was the biggest news in the world 2 years ago when they were going to buy Whole Foods, and now we don't even bring it up in a segment. Nobody cares. Amazon figured out that grocery is a really tough business.
Right,
and so,
exactly.
forget it.
And Kroger, remember the stock move on Kroger when Amazon bought Whole Foods?
Yeah.
That 2-day move.
Yeah.
And that was the buy of the century when they sold Kroger up, because Kroger is not going anywhere.
Yeah, and to Andy's point here, the grocery store pickup that Amazon and Target or Walmart and Target are doing well on, where you order online and pick up, that's just growing exponentially on a quarterly basis. So that's providing some lift for Walmart also, and headwinds for Amazon.
Andy, who's going further in the tournament, Kentucky or Louisville?
It's Louisville.
Well, definitely Kentucky. I don't even know if Louisville's going to get us in the starting blocks at this point.
Don't bet against the Big Ten there, buddy.
No, I won't. Look, it's Duke's year now. I mean, Zion's dunking on everybody.
Please, you're ruining my Friday here, guys. All right, Andy, thanks for all the great data on Amazon from LikeFolio. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.